What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's having a good morning. I am in Louisville, coming up in Louisville right now, Kentucky. We headed back to Indiana. We got us a 31-foot Solitude fifth wheel, paying $1.91. We're going to Reno, Nevada. We ain't been to Reno in a little while, so I figured to change up in the videos, give y'all something different to watch besides California, Florida, Tennessee. I'm gonna try this summer to throw some different ones in there. Give everybody like different prices, different areas on a fuel situation. Speaking of the fuel situation, I'm going to put the fuel in this one. I filled up in Glendale. This trip's going to take me 4 fill-ups. And on the 4 fill-up, it's going to be enough to get me in, unload it, and all the way back into Wyoming before I have to buy fuel again. And then I'll have to buy just a little bit, and I'll be able to get back to Indiana. So the fuel I'll have, I'm going to put in this video. I should have extra fuel left over. And whenever you go to certain places, you want to check out, you want to plan your trip. You definitely want to plan. You want to look at the weather. You want to see about the wind. Sometimes the wind just pops up. You can't help that. But you do want to see if there's going to be ice, if there's going to be snow, any bad situation. And there was, and there has been, even last night, they were getting hammered. But today, it should be clearing up, is what I have been looking at. And we should be picking up here about 4.5 hours to head out. We're going to stop at Iowa 80. We got 3 of us running on this trip. You got me, you got Steve Farmer, and the guy whose engine that messed up on his truck that everybody's been asking about. We still have not got that looked at yet. A couple different ways we may go. He bought a new truck, and to be able to have time to be able to still make money, to be able to put that one in the shop. So that's a good thing. And so he's going to be rolling with us too. He's got, I think, a 35-foot camper paying $2.11. So he got a pretty good load. We got a 31-foot fifth wheel Solitude. Shouldn't be that bad for $1.91. Kind of happy with that. The fuel prices are going up, but I'm gonna fuel up. Been doing all the fuel location and everything, and I filled up in Glendale. That's gonna be enough to get me to Iowa 80. Iowa 80. I'll get up here, get loaded, get to Iowa 80, and I'll sleep tonight. That's where I'm gonna make it at tonight. Try to. When I get to Iowa 80, I'm going to figure out how many miles it is from there to Grand Island. Because Grand Island is going to be the cheapest, Grand Island, Nebraska is going to be the cheapest spot to buy fuel on the whole lane of the trip. So what I'm going to do is figure out the mileage from there, then add a little bit, enough to get me to Grand Island. Then I'll top off everything in Grand Island. And then Fort Bragg, I think that's how you say it, what it's called. The TA, I think it's exit 6, somewhere around in there. And no, exit 30. Been a little bit since I've been out that way. And then we're going to stop there and then top off. Now, fuel there is high, but that'll be enough fuel to get us in, back out, get just a little bit, make it over back to Grand Island, top off, to get us on back on, started for the next trip. So it's very important to plan out your trip. Weather, fuel, especially right now, because fuel is in some places crazy. You're still making money, but you could be making more if the fuel would level out, go down some, or the rates of the campers. And the way the trucking is on the camper thing, in any kind of trucking, all the freight they've already took, even though the fuel shot up, you got to get rid of that freight. Then they can bid higher on the next section of, say, campers that they bring in, but they can't go up on the ones they already have sitting on the yards. Then they would lose money. Well, I ain't gonna say lose money, but they wouldn't make as much money as they need to or want to. So that's kind of how that works. So you kind of got to take the good with the bad until you get them all running out, and then everything comes back up, and then it starts helping us out. But I think we got a pretty good load. I don't think it's going to be a really heavy camper, a 31-foot solitude. Solitudes are built kind of heavy, but I believe we're going to be doing pretty good on this trip. I'm hoping anyway, especially hitting a couple good fuel spots that are decent. But that is what we got going on for this trip. And snow chains, I know springtime's just gonna roll around. I do have in some of my videos snow chains, or you can go up here if you don't want to get them off the links from, then you can go to Ace Hardware in Middleberry and pick you up a set. But some of the states that you run, you need snow chains, and you don't have to put them on, but you got to have them. Just like M&S tires, some states you got to have M&S tires. It's just you can get a ticket. Some states, if you don't have M&S tires on your truck and you slide off in a ditch, then you can't get a ticket. But if you have the M&S tires, then I think you're good in some states. But so it's always have safe. But I'm gonna try, even though when I get back, I got a lot of work to do to the truck. It's that time, so I'm gonna try to make some videos of it. It's that time to change all the fluids. I got that Firestone. Give a shout out to Firestone again. Firestone, I found when I put my other new airbag on, everything was good, and I got up here and I noticed a little bit that was trying to tear up on the other airbag. Still holding there, still working great. So I sent a picture of Firestone. Boom. They already sent me an email. One's on the way. Be at my house Monday. Today is Friday, February the 25th. So we're gonna pick this up and we'll see how many it should take. Should be out there Monday to deliver his load. So we'll go over how many, well, I'll go over the miles now, but we'll go over the fuel breakdown at the end of the video. But on this trip, paying $1.91, 2,015 miles. So the weather out there is cold. That I looked the other day when I was going to take that other Wyoming out there, and it was, the high was -1, the low was -11, and it said it felt like -23. Man, that's cold. I just left Florida, delivered a load in Florida. Now we're headed back up to Indiana. The high, it was, man, 80s, 87 degrees, sun shining, gorgeous. Made me miss summer all over again. I can't wait for the warm weather to get here. But I'm gonna try to make some videos whenever I get back home. I'm gonna run a few trips before I go back home. It's time for the transmission fluid and filters. Try to do a video on that. Show everybody how that goes, and then the rear end, I'm gonna do it. Front differential, I'm gonna do it. So I got the other airbag, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on and keep that other one just for emergency. And that's another good thing. Whenever they send you a new airbag, you don't have to send the messed up one back, so you can keep it to get you out of a bind until your other one gets in. Man, I do appreciate the Firestone thing, and that really helped out a lot. It saves money. I can't believe that dealerships will sell you a kit or install a kit on your truck like they did mine, and then try to charge you for new bags, pretty much trying to sell you a whole new kit, whenever all they got to do is take a picture, send it in, and get new bags. Times are hard for everybody, and there's a lot of people out there will take advantage of you. So if any information y'all got, y'all find out some nice stuff like that, help anybody save money, put in the comments. I'm going to start go through my videos, and especially with good comments, good information, or anything like that, I'm going to start pinning it to the top. That's what I'm going to start doing. So that way other people to come and watch the videos and want to go look in the comments, and they'll be able to see your comment to helping out other people. I'm going to start doing that. And another thing, I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but I'm not getting all of my comments. I'm actually, my sandwich maker at home is pulling out the laptop and had to get on a different website, and eventually I go through and it shows comments I did not answer, and I've seen some on there from months ago. I'm like, I never got a notification, never popped up. If I do not, if you put a comment, a real comment, I ain't talking about the ones I'm not going to answer, like, why do I got a ridiculous muffler on my truck, a tip that a basketball can fit in? I'm not going to answer comments like that. There's real people out here with real questions that I want to help. So, them are just people just strolling anyway. But if you got real good comments like that, like I said, I'm going to pin them to the top. But YouTube is not throwing all of my comments out. I'm not getting notifications. My wife, she tries to help me keep up with all of it. And she'll call me, text me, all that stuff. So if it takes me a little while to get to your comment, I'm not ignoring you. I just didn't see it. And whether my wife got on there and found it for me, and then I can respond to it. So I just want to throw that out there because I'm not getting all my notifications. And it's really weird. It's really hard to get a hold of YouTube to try to get everything fixed. My wife can comment on the pictures I post up. On the videos, she used to be able to comment on the videos, and all of a sudden her comments won't pop up. So all this time that y'all put up, like the birthday wishes, the happy anniversaries and stuff, she can see them. She just cannot respond. Every time she puts a comment on my YouTube channel, it pops up and disappears. I don't know what's going on. I've been trying to get a hold of YouTube, get all this stuff fixed, but I'm not having no luck yet. If one of y'all know an easier way to get a hold of YouTube, let me down below. That would help me out, try and get everything fixed. But I guess we're gonna head up here to Middleberry, is where we're gonna be loading at, and see what we get into. Alrighty, we are in here Middleberry yard, and we're gonna go over here on row 16. The guard lady said that that there was other people here had to move a bunch of campers and stuff out of the way. So I hope we do not have to do that. I hope we can be able to get to our camper without having to move a bunch. But they are packed in here like sardines. They're just keep putting them in. I don't know why they're not taking. I know a lot of our other yards are kind of full, but I don't think they're as full as this one. And this one is a good sized yard, but I just don't see why they're not. See, look at all them little ones right there in the front, all double stacked. Matter of fact, let me slide here, move back up. See if I can't turn it. I'm just gonna go down this aisle right here just to show you. But look, when I get turned, all them fifth wheels. Now see, that's one thing that I put in the other video when I come over here. if you come over here just to haul bumpers, you're going to have to find somebody to move those fifth wheels to be able to get to your bumper. They're just dropping them everywhere right now, which is crazy. We pay to have the trailers bring to the yard, and it can mess somebody up if they're not able to get a fifth wheel out of the way, or if you don't have a hitch and you got a bumper pull that's in your way. It's going to be aggravating on someone to have to do that, have to get somebody to do it, or have to give the load back, which doesn't make no sense. Especially, I think, let me see if I've got it on my paperwork here. No, it don't show me on this one. It's going to show me on the final printout. I think we pay around $40, maybe $43, something like that, to have them brung over here. So to have them come over here and to block all these campers up, and you have to get out and move 2, 1, 2, sometimes 3 campers after you're paying to have them brung over here, really does not make sense. Well, dang, that's what we need to haul. Let me pull over here and show y'all this one. Yeah, we need to haul that one right there. We'll just put that in the back of the truck. Not even have to hook it up. But so I'm gonna slide around here and try to find mine, and then once I find it, and then we'll check it out. I seen this one here. It's not ours. You can see somebody done got into the side of it. So whoever comes and gets this one, they done tore the whole side of that camper out. I don't know how and who, but whoever picks this load is going to have a bad day. This Solitude is not ours, but I was wanting to show you how close that really is. So somebody's going to have to move this bumper pull to even think about hooking to that. They're packed in here like sardines. See what happens. Let down here. All right. Go ahead. All right, everybody. We're going to try the Noco. Met this gentleman over here. I believe his batteries might be low, so I got the Noco back out. And we're going to see if this won't give him enough power. Now, this right here is solid ice. I almost busted my butt. So, those cleats that I've been saying I'm going to get, and I haven't done it yet, I have got to get them. But we're... Yeah. Alright, so we're going to see if this right here is going to work. We're going to power it up. She's going to go. Boom, she found the batteries, 12 volt. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this, the override button. Now we got her blinking. Alright, now, as you can see, the camper is moving. That gives him the power to be able to load up, and then he can keep his battery charging when he's going down the road. So when he gets where he's going, his battery's going to be charged. He's not going to have no more problems. And thank you, sir, for letting me make this video.
You're welcome. Thanks for your help.
All right, y'all. All righty. Well, we still ain't found our camper yet, but we helped out another driver. So we got the camper up, but still can't get no lights on this camper. Might have some wiring issues or something. I know the batteries were dead. So the Noco jump box helped out somebody else. That's good. I really do like that box. I know I keep saying it in these videos, but what can I say? I'm just trying to hopefully keep on be able to use it. The thing lasts for a long time. Trying to get turned around here and be able to help out as many people as we can. Let's go see if we can't find our camper now. All right, everybody. Right there she is. We found it. See the water? Frozen ice. Legs are already frozen in the ground. It's going to be fun. And the tires, everything frozen to the ice. Bad thing about it is I don't know how deep it is, and it could break away and be in cold water. That's why it's important to have boots. But the bad thing about it is, look at this row. Campers, campers, campers. I'm going to have to move that one right there. Being in the ice and everything a little bit, I don't want to take no chances. So I'm going to take that one and move it out of the way. Hopefully I can put it out of the way where somebody can get it. But, and at the very end of the row, I know you can't see it, but try to get some video on the way out. They got campers stacked on the side of the road. You could say we got a lot of loads, but you could also say this is a bunch of bull crap that you got to move all these campers out of the way to be able to get to your load. But it ain't no sense in telling you everything good about the RV. I might as well tell you all the bad stuff that goes with it. Because if I don't, then when you get out here and start doing this, you're gonna be like, well, why didn't you tell me? And it's the right thing to do. So I'm gonna check this unit out really good before I even decide to move that camper right there, just in case there's damage or something on it. And then I'm gonna get that one out of the way and then come back and try to hook up to this one, and we'll be back. So, all right, well, we're moving this one. Got my battery box on, and I'm fixing to lower it the rest of the way down. But I was just wanting to say, you know, if you're moving a camper, I know it's cold, like right now it's 25 degrees. It might be raining or whatever it might be, but don't kind of take it out on the next person. You know, be careful when you move the camper. Make sure you don't scratch it. Make sure you don't get no damage, or just say, you know, it ain't mine. You know, just kind of be careful and do it like you want yours to be done. If somebody's moving yours, you don't want somebody to cause you damage and have a bad day. So just keep that in mind. All right, to make it easier, what I've done was having, instead of roll that jack all the way up, because you got airbags on the back of your truck, I hooked up to it and raised the airbags up to about 60. And it's going to get plenty of clearance off the ground, so I can move it out of the way somewhere nice and safe, and hopefully not nobody else's way. So we're going to get this one moved and we'll get started on ours. Right. We're getting ready to hook up ours. I'm fixing to put the battery and everything in. There's a few things I was wanting you to show you. This one, look at that, the ice right there. But this right here, and you can hear it crack on it when I walk on it. Look, right there's froze into the water, and that's plastic. Sorry, that's plastic right there. That's gonna come right off as soon as I pull out. I can't get it out without breaking it, I don't think. May have to pull them things out. They're frozen down in the ice. And yes, I have my heated jacket on. It's like I said, 25 degrees. It's weird, like you're walking on it. Say I'm busting it through some. But I was wanting to show you these. These right here are called dadgummit, canopy ties, and down link nutrition. They're kind of hard to find. All you gotta do to put your tag on is put it through the hole, put it through the hole in the tag, runs back down underneath, and lock it in. And you can take it off easy on, easy off, so you don't, you know, if you're gonna park at a truck stop or whatever, you can take it off so nobody don't steal your tag, which does happen. So, but everything looks good on the camper. I haven't even looked for the paperwork yet. I was getting everything else ready, put the signs on the truck, but we're gonna put the battery in, and then hopefully everything's gonna work right, and we'll be back. All right, we've got everything loaded up. It was picking a whole big chunks of ice and everything up. Look how thick it is. Yeah, it's pulling hard to get up, but we got everything now. Now we just don't have no problems getting it out while that water even looks deeper. So let's try to ease this thing out. All right, before we try to pull this one out, I was going to go over the weight. The GVWR is 15,000, and the shipping weight is 12,620 pounds. So I think it's going to be a good, you know, pretty good little ride, I'm hoping. Well, let's try to pull it out and see what we can get into. Alrighty, we are on ice. Some other people have been having a hard time. I'm gonna see if I can't get this one out kind of easy. But it looks like she is stuck in here in the ice. So golly. All right, let's just go. Let's try 4-wheel drive high. See if that works. Because I do not want to slide into this other camper. Now. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna try it one more time on 4-wheel low. And if I can't get it out this time, I'm gonna call for some backup. No, the front tires are on the ice. She's just gonna sit there and spin. There's nothing I can do for it now. I am stuck in the ice. So I fixed to call a buddy, Steve Farmer, and can't get him to come over here and hook to the Dodge, help me get out of the ice. Well, there comes my help right there. Gonna have first time hooking to a Dodge, a Chevrolet. Dang, and I've been aggravating about him about pulling him out, but what he's gonna try to do, he's gonna try to nose up to me, because we're not going nowhere in this, which y'all already seen. So this right here, and he's got a camper on. So let us get hooked up, and then I'll show you what we can see. Y'all know C Farmer, he done got his tow strap out, so I'm gonna show a little bit, let him do the hooking up. So I'm gonna hold the camera here so I can get some footage, let y'all see. Now I could go back and forth, rock and all that good stuff, maybe tear up my truck, or maybe even slide into a camper. But
if you got a friend here, there ain't no sense in tearing something up. I seen that other guy that I was videoing earlier. Y'all seen him jumping around, snatching the axles and all that stuff. If you got somebody close, ain't no sense in doing all that. And I want to show you something on hooking up that I think might help. These are soft shackles. I don't know, I had never seen them. I started watching Matt's Off-Road Recovery and saw he used them all the time. Jumped on Amazon, ordered a set of them. They wasn't that expensive. They're not the top of the line, but they weren't that expensive. That's how they work. There's a knot that goes through right here, how the rope is braided together, and it's kind of tight, especially when they're new. But what I'm gonna do,
I gotta get some of them.
it comes in handy. I could have possibly went around this with the end of the strap and it might not have came off, but I know this won't come off. And I'm gonna put the little black band right there, and then I'm gonna put my truck.
I told you not to come down.
Is that Joe? Alright, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna do the same thing on my end, but I'm going Alright, you can see what that looks like. Now, the reason I'm hooking from his driver's side to my driver's side is when we come out, I want to pull his truck that way. Because if I hook his passenger side to my passenger side, it's going to pull him towards that camper. So, you know, kind of keep that rope pointed in the direction you want to go. That'll help out a lot. So we're going to back up a little bit here and see what happens.
Right. Alrighty. We are hooked up, and we're going to see if we can't get pulled out without trying to slide in this other camper. Them things are pretty neat the Sea Farmer had. I'm gonna have to get on there and get me a couple of them. Alrighty, well, we got it out. So that right there, she was in there. She was stuck in the daggum ice. She really was. She was sitting there sliding, but I could tell that whenever Sea Farmer got going, I could tell it was going to pull me the same way. So as hooking up to that side, hooking up to this side, and once we started easing out, I felt it sliding. I was looking toward the other camper, and I knew I was getting just a little bit close, but I knew once that thing took off that way that she was gonna come right out. So even with 4-wheel drive, sometimes you need a buddy to pull you out. But I mean, look at this ice, broken up ice and everything. Look at that. She was stuck in there. But that's just some of the stuff that you got to deal with RV transport. And here's the other guy that's running with us. That's the one with the engine that's messed up in his truck. He went and bought him a new one. It's right there. He got my new big 2022 Ram 2500. But Sea Farmer, appreciate the help, man.
Absolutely.
Hope we have a better trip.
Why it's good to keep a toe strap, because if me or any of these guys have been out here and not had a way to pull, if me or one of these guys have been out here and not had anything to pull you with, it would have been just useless, you know. So get you some kind of, I bought this at Harbor Freight, ordered these off of Amazon, I think like 36 bucks or something like that. And they make it real easy to hook onto these tow hooks on the front of these new trucks, and they're fiber. They're not gonna scratch stuff up like a chain will.
Right. And I'm going to put them in the link down the description below as well, because I'm fixing to order me a set after today. Well, let's see what else we can get into. Alrighty, we just now pulling out here. I had to pull up so they could get out. Just like I said, these roads are tight. But as you're trying to pull out, if you're gonna pull out another truck after you get it hooked up just like that, whenever the one that's stuck, it does not need to be spinning. So that way it's not trying to slide into the other camper. Now it don't matter, like Sea Farmer, he was spinning and sliding everywhere, but it's okay because he was in the open area. So as I moved just a little bit, then I started on the throttle with the 4-wheel drive low, and I was digging in. Once I got to where I wasn't spinning, because I was watching out of the mirror to make sure I wasn't gonna get even closer to that camper. So once I got going and I got out of the snow and ice, and the 4-wheel drive started digging into the gravel and dirt, then I was able to free up and get going. But I could have got my shovel out and sat there and dug half a day, or I could have sat there and rocked, but it's too hard on a truck. Why do that, especially if you got somebody else around? Now if you by yourself, you have to, then I would have got out with a shovel. I'd have been digging ice, breaking it up. Luckily that shovel that I have, if you don't have one, you need to go check that one out. It has an ice pick on it, so I would have used it if I was by myself. I would have not sat there and rocked my truck and try to spin and slide into another camper. I wouldn't have done that. I'd have got the ice pick out and I would have broke it all up, and it just took a lot longer. it's just a little bit easier having C Farmer come over to hook up to my bumper and pull me out. And I know he got a kick out of it because I've been aggravating him about it. It's kind of like a Dodge Chevy and a Ford Dodge thing, all that stuff. It's aggravating friends, you know, about how many times I've tried to hook to him to pull him out, but I haven't got the opportunity yet. He always gets somebody else to do it. But I've been trying to get that on video just for fun and everything. Just friends having fun. But he got me on video. And I got it on there too because it was well deserved, because I appreciate him come over and hooking up and just pull me out that way. The last thing I need is something happen to the truck and go down. It's best just to be smart about it. It really is. But you know, RV transport, it's for some people, it's for not. It could be, it's fun at times, sometimes it's aggravating, sometimes a pain in the butt. But being your own boss, being the freedom, making decent money, and I think it's worth it, in my opinion. That's my opinion. I mean, I'm not trying to sell it on anybody else. It's just what I think. So that's why I'm putting the stuff I put in these videos. Well, now we're heading up here to the gate, trying to check out here, and then we're going to see what else we can get into. Hopefully the rest of the trip will be just fine. Alrighty, today is February the 27th, and we are in Cheyenne, Wyoming. As you come in right here, there's a port. You have to pull in here, and if you got cash, they take cash on this. On Interstate 80, that's what I like about coming up this way, is go in, give me your paperwork, and they check everything out, give them $20 to give you a receipt, and then you're on your way. So our next one that we have to get is in Nevada. Now for Indiana transport, on your Nevada permit, what you gotta do is before you get to Nevada, what I usually do is go to Utah. When I get through the Salt Lake, I get back on the Interstate 80 right there, and it's about like mile marker 95, so I'm 95 miles before I get to Nevada. So what I usually do is call them there, and I'm an hour and a half before I get to Nevada, and then I'll set it up for an hour permit, so that way it kicks in within an hour, and then I'm good to go. So I don't have, on any other transport, you don't have to stop at the port, pay or anything like that. You just call them. You ain't got, you know, they take care of it. They send you an email, and then your email, I don't print mine out. I leave it on the phone, and that way if I need it, then I can use it from there. I can print it out if I have to, if they want to see it. But other than that, so far, we've run into some, you know, wind. It's coming uphill up here. My fuel mileage has not been terrific. Between 10 and a half. That's very unusual for my truck. So, but we found some good spots to get fuel, and we're going to stop at the last over in Wyoming. There is Rollins. There's a TA there. We're going to stop there because at the end of Wyoming, Fort Bragg's there. We're going to get fuel there, but it's $3.79 for there, and Raleigh's the last cheap place that we're going to be able to get it for $3.42. So we're going to try to top off there and don't have to get that much holy at the other TA. So that's what counts, is just gotta watch, because fuel jumps real high. You get a cheap spot and fuel will jump real high. But I'm sitting there waiting now on C Farmer. He done got his permit. Look like he's walking back. We're supposed to get ready to roll, but we're gonna get into a little bit more high wind, so it's gonna be safe, and let's see what else happens. What's going on, everybody? We have made it over here to Mill City, Nevada. We're about 2 hours where we gonna unload that. They want us coming in the morning, so just kind of hanging out. As stopped in here, a subscriber come over, California Mike, give him a shout out. It was nice to meet you, man. Be safe out there. He's headed to California, and a really good guy. And thank you for your service, by the way. And just want to give him a shout out. So we're sitting around and waiting, but we was wanting to get over here and take a shower, and I was wanting to wash some clothes, but all the showers are here are tore up. So we're trying to figure out if we're going to stay here and take a shower. I mean, stay here and just leave early in the morning, take a shower down the road, or find somewhere else. Kind of got to watch it when you come out this way. Some truck stops fill up pretty fast, but it is a beautiful view here. Let me flip this camera around and show you. Here in Mill City, we're at the TA. Sorry if it's too windy, but look at the view. Hope the wind on it wasn't too bad for y'all, but yeah, it's a beautiful view. All the mountains and stuff around. You know, whenever you run the south way and the north way of California, both sides are beautiful. It really is. When you get to go through and you get to see Wyoming just is nice. You know, you get to see all these different states, and that's what we were talking about. And that a lot of people don't realize it. They go see another state and they're like, how beautiful it is. But everybody's state, you know, is you know, nice. But you know, you see it all the time, and you're like, I see Tennessee all the time. So it's like getting out here and seeing the different mountains and the snow-covered mountains and stuff like that, you know, is really nice. But we're gonna try to figure out what we're gonna do, and then I guess tomorrow we'll be kicking this off and maybe get the last videos of it and break down the fuel and everything. So I guess we'll wait till in the morning. In Reno, to unload, see farmers on the road, they told us to pull up here like this. I am not for sure how we're going to get dropped in here. This is going to be very interesting. There is no room in this place at all. But we are here. We had went down to Sparks, Nevada last night and stayed at the Petro. Alrighty, so we stayed at the Petro last night over at Sparks, Nevada. That is a really nice truck stop. They got a little casino in there. They got really good food, bring your food to you and all that good stuff. But we're in a tight pickle right here on how we're going to drop these campers off. And I guess the lady that's checking us in had to go run an errand. So this is how she got us in here and get parked. So we're just waiting now when she gets back, trying to figure out how we're going to get out here and get unloaded. I figure it's a good time to go ahead and go over the fuel. Now, this run was 2,015 miles. I spent $899.21 in fuel. Now, that is from Glendale, Kentucky, is where I started my fuel at, because I had enough fuel from my house to get to Glendale. So I started my fuel there. And when I got there, I was on fumes. And I am here with 41 miles to empty. So I'm going to have to get fuel when I get out of here to be able to head back. So that is that on the fuel on the way up here. We hit some wind. Finally, when we got on the other side of Utah, my fuel mileage finally started coming back up to normal. But pretty much northern part right now is a lot of wind, so hurts the fuel mileage. But we are here, and we're just now waiting to get checked in. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I appreciate everybody subscribe. If you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, and y'all be safe out there, and I'll see y'all in the next one.